Hello, this is Todd Harvey, and I am going to briefly show you how to do the CART technique. CART is couples activation reduction technique. I'm going to show you from the perspective of the anchor. That's the person who's helping the other person, the partner, the loved one, reduce a trigger. So if I'm the anchor, what I would do is I would grab my partner's hands, and you can modify the mantra based upon what you work out together that might be more meaningful for them. But I would um, grab the one hand and say, I love you, and I'm here. I'm looking into their eyes. I love you, I'm here. Might change my tone. I do love you. I am here. I'm here for you. I love you. And then I would keep squeezing their hands. And I would say, whenever I squeeze this hand, means I love you. This one means I'm here. So I'm planting a subliminal message. I love you. I'm here. And then I'll grab an object or point to an object and say, hey, what trigger do you want to put on this mouse? Pretend the mouse is a USB drive. I'm squeezing the hands the whole time. And so let's say their trigger is afraid of going over a bridge, lack of a better example. So we'll just say that there's a 300-page paper of all the thoughts, emotions, feelings, and sensations. They're on this bridge. And whenever I, the anchor, say the word flutter, you'll just bat your eyes as a way of acknowledging that this little black mouse exists. So we're not thinking about the story. We're just blinking our eyes. We're not even picturing the mouse or anything. But it's a way of acknowledging that that the mouse exists. Okay. So now I'm going to have them think of a preferred experience, something if they were to think about would make them feel connected and loved. And so I'll use a generic example for this. Let's say they came up with a time that they're in Hawaii. And so if I know about it, I'll say, okay, picture when you're in Hawaii, when we're in Hawaii together. I'll try to do action statements like picture the weather or your sand in the feet. And so I love you. I'm here. I do love you. I'm here. And then when I could tell they're lit up, they're like feeling some Hawaii love, and I could see it in their face. That's when I'll say flutter. And then they'll batter their eyes. And after they're done battering, I'll give them two verbal I love you. I'm here's. I love you. I'm here's. And I'll get them back in Hawaii. Oh, yeah, I remember when we were snorkeling. Or if they're already there, I won't say anything. The idea is I'm cheerleading their experience. What's more important than me talking is them feeling the Hawaii love. And while they're in the Hawaii love, at that second that they're lit up, that's when I'm having them flutter. I'll also let them know they can flutter themselves if I can't tell they're lit up. Because what we want is the flutter to happen when they're lit up in the preferred experience. And it's arbitrary. I like doing it 7 to 10 or more times. And after 7 or 10 sets of flutters, I'll say, okay, now let's breathe with me slowly. Now this is an addition to the technique. It's Peter Levine breathing V-breath thing. But oftentimes your partner's feeling really good and connected with you. So I'm still squeezing the hands. I'll say, okay, now follow my breath. And I'm creating a vibration here. When I vibrate here, it calms the nervous system down. There's biological reasons for that. And so I'll go, I'm creating a V sound to create a vibration here. Before inhaling, let's flutter. And inhale. Flutter. We'll do that 10 times. We do that 10 times because it takes 9 times to wake up the calming nervous system. So 10, just an extra one. And then after that, We'll have 2 or 3 normal breaths. Just doing one for timing of the video's sake, but 2 or 3 to kind of slow things down. Transition to, okay, now we're talking about it. I'm still squeezing the hands because it's a way of connecting and non-verbally communicating love. And I could stop. It's not essential at this point, but and I'll say, what do you notice, if anything? You're getting them to scan for present experience. If yeah, not what's happening in the world. And so typically they'll say something like, "Oh, I feel calmer, I felt relaxed, or my face is tingly." They'll have some signal that typically their parasympathetic nervous system, the calming nervous system, is lit up and they're relaxed. And so if that's the case, then you celebrate it like, "Oh, that's awesome." And then the next question is, what does it mean about us? My part, me, your partner, and you, that we could do this thing and we could shift your physiology. And then there'll usually be a genuine celebration moment, like, "Oh, we could do this. I didn't realize this seems easy." I didn't, and then what does it mean about me that I could help you? And oftentimes there's an awareness of like, I didn't know how to help you, but like, it's nice to know. So like, we want to wake up that like, we got it, we got this, to create the bond feeling. And then we pick up the object. So I usually use a cell phone, this time a mouse, and name the title of the story. Okay, afraid of going over bridges. And then I'll ask you, okay, now when you're aware of the story, I'm not saying do you like the idea of falling off a bridge. Nobody likes that. But when you're aware of the story of going over bridges, right now, where is your nervous system at? 0, your nervous system is calm. 10, you're massively triggered. And so we're helping them distinguish between the trigger of their nervous system and the dilemma. So typically they'll say, 3. Then you'll do 5 more flutters, go back to Hawaii, and I love you, I'm here's. And after 5 more sets of that, then maybe 2 or 3 breaths instead of the 10. And then you could skip the questions about what does this mean about us and go to, okay, now there's this USB drive here on this object that has the title on the bridge. Where's your nervous system at now? Typically, it goes all the way down to 0. Sometimes it goes from and then you could ask them, where was it, a couple hours ago, if you were to think about it. Oh, an 8, or ranges between a 6 and a 9, depends on how close I am to a bridge. But what they're doing is you're helping them raise awareness of like, we went from that, 6 to a 9 or whatever it was, to a 4, to a 2, to a 0. And we did this. And it just took us 20 minutes and it was fun. And you feel more loved by me because I just told you I loved you like 30 times or 100 times. And we both reminisced about a memory together. And so that in a nutshell is how you do the card technique. Next video will be a little bit of thinking of why I think it works and who we're thanking as far as predecessors that this is a modification of. And have a good day.